A special day deserves a special introduction. Today, two Australians defeated top 10 players, one of the most remarkable performances we've seen here at Roland-Garros. We stuck around after recording the show to make sure we could bring you all the reaction. Well, the sun is setting day 3, Roland-Garros 2026. Chris Stubbs with you, and Daniela Hantuchova, former world number 5, rejoins me. Danny, welcome back. You have had a great day at the tennis, haven't you?
I did, indeed, because my first match in the comps was doing your very Aussie man, Adam, and I'm just so happy the way he was able to handle all the things that were going on from the other side of the court. Daniel very much up and down, but what a match and what a result for Adam.
We will look at that in a little more detail in just a moment's time. Huge show ahead. Also, Aryna, Sabalenka, Coco, Gauff caught up with both of those players, and we'll have a look at tomorrow's matches because there's another 3 Aussies in action there as well. Well, I say that. There was supposed to be 3 Aussies in action tomorrow, but now there's only 2. Breaking news late this afternoon that our own Alex de Minaur is through to the 3rd round without swinging a racket. Alexander Blocks has had to withdraw with an ankle strain. For Demon, life doesn't get much better than this, does it?
Yeah, especially in conditions like that. And sometimes you need to have that luck. And Alex deserves it big time because of the way he's been working through Grand Slam all these years. Sometimes, you know, you need a little bit more inspiration, a little bit more luck. And suddenly, before you know it, you are starting to feel very good about yourself. And especially because of the fact that he is now able to save a lot of energy for his next match.
That's right. This heat is going to continue. It's actually only going to get hotter in the next couple of days, believe it or not. So sweltering conditions to come. But this morning, Adam was up first, and gee, it was an absorbing duel, wasn't it? Because of the ebbs and flows. But a first top 10 win over Medvedev, wow.
And it's against a player that before that, his first top 20 win was against Daniil in Cincinnati. So he was definitely going into the match very confident, and rightly so, because I feel like he's got the right game against Daniil. He's super aggressive. Hits such a beautiful shots through the ball, not really much spin. It was very flat from both ends, and it was extremely difficult to control the balls when you don't have as much spin, and the ball was flying so much. We saw a lot of drop shots, a lot of drama, very up and down, very hot and cold. Whoever won the first couple of games in each set, it felt like they were going to take over that set in no time. They were playing in a very quick speed. After 4 sets, they only spent like 2.5 hours on the court, and then suddenly the drama became Adam being almost 2 breaks down.
Yeah, in the 5th.
Yes,
yeah.
And he just kept at it. I thought he had some really great coaching advice from his coach, and just making the variety, which is Daniel's strength, winning that way, it makes it even more fun and more enjoyable, and he deserves every single bit of that.
Surprisingly quick was one thing I noticed from courtside, Adam. His movement was really good to get to those drop shots from Daniil. It was a remarkable performance. Let's hear from Adam Walton.
Yeah, it probably hasn't sunk in quite yet, but no, very, very happy and really proud of the efforts that I did today.
Can you talk to us about the emotions, most especially in the 5th set when you had to come from behind, but the ebbs and flows in the match were quite outrageous?
Yeah, no, it was a very, scoreline-wise, a very ebbs and flowy match. You know, I just knew when it got to the 5th set that, I had to give it everything, and I got down a break early, and that was frustrating. And then I knew that the 3-1 game was huge to hold, because I lose that game to go 4-1 double break, it's probably all over, and just told myself to keep fighting, and then was able to get the break back at 4-3, and then save break points at 4-all, and then the 5-4 game kind of happened very quickly, and it was kind of the first time where I'd really been up but close to being able to win the match, because I was always losing the 5th set. So I'm glad that I didn't have to think about it too much at the end.
What did you draw on? Where do you go to in your mind in those sorts of situations? Your fiance's there in the box, or you're just thinking point by point? Are you thinking technically, tactically?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was just trying to survive in the heat. It was very hot there, and you know that the match one way or another is coming to an end. So I guess you can up your energy a little bit more because there's no point saving it because the match is done soon, one way or another. So I was just fighting very hard to give it my all energy-wise, and I knew holding it 4-all was huge, and very happy right now.
Zach Svider is your next opponent, and he defeated Alexei Popyrin today. Do you speak to Alexei? We have a chat about what Zach did well today?
Probably won't. I actually hit with Zach yesterday. I know him relatively well. I've played him a bunch of times, not for a while, but practiced with him a bunch. So, it's going to be a good opportunity for both of us. Just looking forward to try to recover the best I can and bring a similar level that I did today, and then we'll see how we go.
Do you allow a little pat on the back for yourself? Do you celebrate somehow tonight, or is that all in the past pretty quickly?
I probably won't celebrate too much. Maybe a nicer dinner and a dessert, but other than that, it's just back to normal. I'll just have a light practice tomorrow and go again Thursday.
Well, the fun didn't stop there. It was an Australia Day here in Paris because Kimberly Birrell knocking out the 5th seed, Jessica Pegula. Who saw this coming?
Yeah, especially being a set and a breakdown. I mean, that is an incredible effort against someone as Jessica is, and she's one of the toughest players to beat on clay. So this is huge, and it's going to mean so much for her confidence going forward into the tournament.
That's it. We love Kim. What a moment it was for her.
It definitely hasn't sunk in, to be honest. It's really crazy, and I feel, speechless. I feel really proud of just the work that I've put in to get myself to this position, and I can't wait to play in the second round. I'm very excited.
It was a journey, must have been mental journey, losing the first set 6-1 and then closing out under such pressure. Can you take us on that ride?
Yeah, honestly, I was just trying to get points and a game on the board in the first set. I thought she was playing very well, and I knew there were a few things that I could do to improve on my side of the court. Part of it was also just weathering the storm a little bit. And just that feeling when I got the first game was great, and I think I cracked a little smile, and that helped me relax. And then going into the second set, I just tried to delete the first set from my brain, and then go into the second with a positive attitude and still that feeling of, I'm in this, I can do it, just believe in yourself. And honestly, when I started the third set, I was like, wow, I cannot believe we're still out here playing. So tried to just enjoy every moment, and then I'm really proud of the way that I was able to handle my nerves to close out the third.
The emotion of the moment, there was a net cord in match point as well.
Was there? I actually don't remember match point at all.
You don't?
No.
Do you remember when you went over to your bag and you just leant down and almost put your head on the bag? What was that about? What were you thinking?
I was just trying to take it in and just take a moment to just calm myself down, because I was feeling a little bit emotional, and just, I guess, reflecting on, all the matches that I've had over the last month where I've felt like I've been playing well, but I just haven't quite executed the way that I want to play in the big moments. And so I just think that I just had the courage to do that today. So I think I was just sort of giving myself a moment to, be proud of myself, I guess. And was just trying to take it in because it was pretty crazy.
I think it'd be a moment for mum and dad.
Yeah.
Your family's been through the ringer with health and illness of late. I mean, this must put a smile on their face.
Yeah, I've already FaceTimed mum and dad.
Oh, cool.
So, they've been through a little bit over the last couple months, but they're doing really well now. And, they were able to watch on Stan Sport. It was very easy for them to watch me play, and I don't think they slept at all because my court went for a long time, and they were just waiting for me to get on. And I know they played every point with me, so I definitely had them with me tonight.
Enjoy the victory, and we will see you in the second round.
Thank you.
The other Aussie today, Alexei Popyrin, he went down to Zach Svider, as we heard there earlier in the discussion with Adam Walton. Schweider, what sort of opponent does he represent now for Walton? Because for Poppy, it's just not quite happening, is it?
Yeah, unfortunately, but I feel like for Adam, he should be very confident going into that match,
Yep.
especially what he was able to kind of deal with today, weather the storm when Daniel was playing unbelievable tennis, because when he was zoomed in, it was really difficult. So if he was able to find a way how to get through today, I think he should be really attacking that match like he wants to be there. I think it's a great section of the draw now that has opened because Daniel is out. So I hope he does all he can do as far as recovery goes, have a good practice tomorrow and step on the court just like he did today against Daniel, feeling very confident.
And for Alexei, you feel like he's not too far away from getting back to that Masters 1000 title win level that he's been at?
I think so. I did a couple of his matches in Rome and I feel like he's knocking on the door, doing the right things. He was very competitive, fighting really hard for every point, even though he was playing one match very late at night in those really difficult conditions when it was cold and raining all the time. So his mentality is there, and sometimes you just got to wait for the chances, really keep working hard and hoping that at some point it's going to turn around for him.
Aryna Sabalenka, the world number one, played her first match of the tournament today. Jessica Buzes-Moniro was her opponent. Straight sets, wasn't necessarily all that comfortable in the first set, but she found her range, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. Aryna always knows how to get things done when she needs to and how to step up and play her best tennis, which hasn't happened today. But she's working on it, she's putting things together, and everyone was like, well, she didn't really play well coming into Roland-Garros, and she gave everyone a great answer. Look, I know what it takes to win slams, and I feel very good about myself. And she just got the job done, and that's all she really needed.
That's it. I caught up with her afterwards.
I think I did well, and first match is always the trickiest one, and I'm happy that I was able to bring the level and to bring the fight, and she's such a tough opponent for the first round. I feel like her game suits clay court really well, and I was thinking that it's going to be a tough one, and it was not an easy match, and I'm super happy to be through.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So while Aryna wasn't necessarily at her absolute peak today, Coco Gauff wasn't far off it. She hit the ground running against Taylor Townsend.
Which is not an easy thing to do when you come back as a defending champion. In a slam, I feel like it's always different to being somewhere as a defending champion of a tournament, but Grand Slam obviously is very different, and I thought she handled that situation really well. She looks very comfortable. I think these conditions, the hotter the better, because physically she is so strong, and she looked very sharp out there.
She sure did. Let's hear from her.
Honestly, it was just a little bit of nerves, but I don't know, it just felt like business as usual once I felt like locked into the match.
Playing against someone you know so well is always challenging, I assume, but the second set in particular looked sharp. How would you describe your performance today?
Yeah, I thought I was able to find my rhythm mid-first set, and once I was calmed down in the head, the game calmed down too.
Short and sharp, the interviews with the big names here at Roland-Garros, that's for sure, but we're grateful that we get to at least ask one or two questions all the same. Naomi Osaka. Yes. Fashion, yes. France, it makes sense, I guess, but maybe this is going to be a thing now that every first round she's going to come out with an outfit. Today's, what did you think of it?
Can we talk fashion in general, because we are in Paris, or does it have to be specifically on that match? I'm sure she was very relieved once she was able to take off the entrance gear.
Yeah. There was a bit of weight in that.
Yeah. And in this heat, I don't think she needed to do an extra warm-up in the gym, but I have to say the dress, I love the color, and it really fits her well, and Paris is all about fashion, and you got to do what you got to do.
We won't talk about it again if she does continue to do this, because it's just helping feed the beast and helping feed the back pocket with the sponsors as well. But this was her explanation of this one, which was quite fitting.
You know the Eiffel Tower at night when it's like sparkly? Yep. I kind of think I look like that a little bit.
I like it.
Big names all in good form today, really. Yannick Sinner, he played Clément Tabeur, so a local Frenchman, no problems.
Yeah, I just feel like Yannick is playing his own tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, at the level he's at right now, it's quite remarkable, and I keep saying it's the whole team, how they are doing what they have to do, their engagement, their willingness to bring Yannick every day to another level, and it feels like he's getting farther and farther away from everyone by each day, and tonight's performance just really underlines that.
3 times he's walked through the media centre while I've been sitting at my desk, and each time I've looked up because I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? There are so many people. You speak of his team, the entourage and the security that the tournament provides anytime he walks around is remarkable. But let's hear from him after the victory. He's into the second round.
Yes, thank you. No, first of all, I'm very happy to be back here. A very, very special place, and great memories, overall. And I'm trying to do my best, of course. First round matches they are never easy, but even more special to start the tournament in a night session. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support, and thanks for also being very fair to me. I know I played against a French player, so thank you.
Danny, every Grand Slam you seem to get this story, the Cinderella story of the unknown player who does something big. And there were a couple of them here last year, especially for the women, like Louise Busson. But today it was another Frenchman.
Yes.
Well, man, 17 years of age, so French boy, 318 in the world. Moise Kouame has knocked out a former Grand Slam champ in Marin Cilic. What do you know about him and the group of people that he has around him? Because this is the scenes were remarkable. It was a moment.
Definitely, and I feel like those moments always happen on Simon Mathieu court. Like if you want to do some magic and be caught by a huge surprise, you better go and watch that court. And there is so much attention obviously on the 17-year-old. Richard Gasquet is already his coach, Gael Monfils brother, his agent. So definitely they know that they've got something special dealing with. And today was, I think, just the beginning, and kind of for everyone to start noticing that we better pay attention to this youngster.
That's it. Simon Mathieu, you mentioned that. It is an incredible stadium. Right. And Andy, the cameraman, is nodding because we went there this afternoon to have a look at Jessica Pegula and Kim Bill at the start of that match. We'll do a little story for you, I think, next week perhaps, about the venue, because it's a one-off.
I used to actually go before the court was there. I used to go there before my matches to kind of wind down and stay calm, because
it's in a garden, isn't it?
It's a botanical garden, and before that a couple of big companies had their hospitality tents there, and it's just such a beautiful part, and it adds to the beauty of the entire venue.
It sure does. It didn't matter where you went today, it was hot, and it's only going to get hotter. This is a very hot French Open this year, very, very hot. What's the best way to keep cool?
You always have to drink. The day today is that hot. I drank 5 liters up to now, and I have more in my bag, and I will come to 10, I think.
Are you still having fun though?
Of course, more fun than ever. It's tennis. It's the greatest sport ever.
Well, how hot is it today?
It's very hot. We spent maybe 4 or 5 hours in the stadium close to here. It's very hot. It's very hot. It's hard, but we stay strong with the beer. Yeah.
And the hat.
And the hat, perfect. It's perfect. I think it's the best choice of my day.
I think we have found the best way to keep cool.
Yes, and the classiest way as well.
Having fun with the ladies?
Lots of fun, and more with champagne, you know.
I think that my hair says it all. I just took a shower with the water. It's super hot. It's super hot here.
Salud!
Yes, salut, salut, we say, as we do here in France. What's your favourite way to cool down?
Oh, definitely ice cream. And we must not forget that the most beautiful tennis club in the world is just behind the corner in the Bois de Boulogne, called Racing Club, and they've got a beautiful 50-meter swimming pool with the views of the Eiffel Tower. It does not get better than that.
That's a good way to cool down. Nice, nice. Tomorrow's matches, let's look ahead, because there's a couple of Aussies as mentioned. James Duckworth takes on maybe your favourite player of the moment, Rafa Joder.
And of the future. We are going to be discussing him so much, Chris. This kid's got it all. You know, when someone comes on the tour and we think, there is the potential, great attitude, great mentality, but there is no but with Rafa.
Yeah.
He's got everything. First of all, this is his first year on the tour. It seems like he's been around for such a long time. The way he's able to handle difficult pressure moments, he just doesn't get tired. He doesn't get overwhelmed. He's super humbled, very focused. very respectful, but if he's not happy with something, he's going to express it. So he's got a great personality, and you need that to be a champion. As far as his technique goes, I mean, just perfection. There's nothing I feel he has to improve. Also because he's a very tall guy, he moves exceptionally well, and he's got this really easy swing. Like the ball goes deep without Rafa even trying. So to me, he is going to win many slams. Remember, I said that.
Can you tell Danny likes him? She texted me actually, or left a voicemail a few weeks ago, and was like, we have to talk about him on the show because he is the real deal. Thanasi Kokkinakis, he has to try now to recover from that 5-set epic against another man who will go the distance, Pablo Carreno Busta. How do you see this one going?
Like you said, Chris, it's going to be about who made the recovery a little bit better. Obviously today they would have either practiced super early or very late, like this time of the day, because if they went to on the practice court during the day, they would be just wasting even more energy, and I wouldn't be even surprised if they didn't hit at all, and just being focused on the match and try to recover as much as possible.
Novak Djokovic returns tomorrow. He's also playing in the daytime, so in the heat at his age. He wouldn't have loved that draw against Valentin Royal, would he, to play in the real hardest part of the day?
Yeah, absolutely. It's either the first match on or then a night session. That would be ideal.
Zverev has got the night one instead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is where it gets tricky. You don't get it your way all the time. And obviously when Novak was on top of the game most of the time, you can have kind of...
You get your way.
Exactly. And now it is what it is. He has to deal with that. But being as strong mentally and physically as he is, I'm not sure, but... I am sure he's going to find a way.
He always seems to, doesn't he? That's for sure. The other one I wanted to mention, Aryna Svitolina, because with Gael Monfils losing last night, in some ways does that help her tennis? It's obviously not what she wanted, but in terms of the emotional energy with everyone in this city focused on Gael?
Yeah, I think so. It was so emotional and probably the most for Aryna, because she's been there through it all with Gael, and it was so sweet what he had to say about her. So I'm sure it will give her actually a lot of energy. But yes, like you said, now it's all about her. And if there was one year that I really hope that it happens and she goes all the way and win a slam, it's this year, because I feel like she's playing the best tennis. She's got the experience, the wisdom. Physically, she looks like she's ready to go. Yes, she did go to 7-6 in the third in her previous match, but I still feel like she's, to me, the biggest favorite to go all the way.
All right, also in action tomorrow, Rybakina, Andreeva, Swiatek, and as I mentioned, Alexander Zverev, and you'll see it all right here on Stan Sport. Danny, thank you.
Thank you.
See you again tomorrow.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
I won't be trading my happiness for stable income, and that's what I'm looking around. Furthermore, let's proceed with the regularly scheduled program.